I Cook, You Measure rolls on. I'm your host, Jen Mueller. Welcome in. I'd like to introduce you to my guest measurer. He is disruptive, he is a force, he is violent, but I'm counting on him to be, I don't know, precise. In the kitchen today, Derick Hall of the Seahawks. I don't know if you can deliver on that, but that's what I'm manifesting for you.
We'll see what we can do, Jen. I thank you for putting me in this place and giving me the opportunity.
Are you really excited to use a knife?
I am.
Really?
I actually cut myself about 3 weeks ago with a knife, so we'll see.
Wait, time out. This is not how I want the show to start. You cut yourself with a knife.
I did. I was cutting up some potato, like homemade potatoes, and yeah.
I don't.
But we're okay. We're okay. We're gonna get through it.
Okay.
No worries.
Well, that's, again, not the way I wanted this show to start, but nevertheless, it does. Derick Hall plays for the Seahawks. He is an edge rusher. Again, very violent. Today, we're looking for a little bit more finesse as we make jambalaya. It is going to be out of 1 pan, 2 plates. So what I love about this is if you are only cooking for 2 or quite honestly just 3, this is a great recipe. I might have underestimated though the appetite of an NFL lineman. So we'll see how this works out. You could pair jambalaya with a number of different things. It typically does not get paired with wine. We're, however, going to try it today. And we have a wine that is called Mourvedre.
Mourvedre.
Yes, or Mourvedre for short. Okay. It is a red wine. Here's what I like about it. It's not going to overpower our flavor, so it's not like a big cab, it's not a big Syrah. It should pair nicely because our andouille sausage has a little bit of smoke and a little bit of spice to it, and we've got a tomato-based dish. So it should all fit together well, and at the very least, it should help some conversation.
Sounds good.
As long as you can figure out how to open that bottle.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've never opened a bottle of wine.
You've never opened a bottle of wine?
Never in my life.
Well, you are, what, 23?
23 I am. What's this, corkscrew and then you stick it down?
Could.
Not very good.
Okay. Would you like some pointers on this?
Let's go.
Give
me what I need to know.
Okay, so there's a couple of different ways to do this. People laugh at me. I just ripped that foil thing off. But here's how we could do this. We could cut this off, which makes that a little easier.
Okay.
So let's pop that off of there. Okay, so let's get that off of there.
Step 1. Check.
Step 1. Okay. So.
I did it right. It was just in the way. In a sense.
However, if you could jam that thing straight down with brute force, I'd be really impressed. What we actually need to do is turn it.
Let the corkscrew turn it.
We need to actually corkscrew the corkscrew in.
Well, I was getting there, but I just kind of was going.
Were you going to get there?
And then turn, but not.
Okay.
It's okay.
Do you have any idea what to do next?
Yeah, you pull like something down, right? And it pops up. You should pull this down.
Okay, so I want you to think about force and leverage. You know force and leverage.
Okay.
So I want you to think about force and leverage.
Let's see.
You were right before. You had it.
I was right before?
You were right before.
So what is it?
So.
Oh, you may have to pin this on here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
There we go.
Gotcha.
So I've got leverage. Now pull that up.
Gotcha.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Now do it one more time. That's a first on I Cook, You Measure.
It is. First time ever.
Well, do you feel more confident? You know what to do after that. Do you feel more confident about opening a bottle of wine?
Yeah, I think I can give it a go next time.
For your next special occasion. Okay, well, how about if you pour us a glass before you start actually having to cook?
See, I think I can do this. This is how they teach you. You tilt it to the side and pour. Oops, I'm wasting it though. Maybe a little more.
Let me just catch that.
Is that enough? Is that how much you pour in a glass of wine?
That's a pretty good pour, and I'll tell you, yeah, no, that's you pretty much nailed that. So I'll tell you when you pour, and these are pretty large glasses, but what you're looking for is you want a wide part of the glass because now the air gets in there. This has been in a bottle for a number of years, right?
Right.
So now the air gets in there and it kind of comes to life again. So you did a great job with that.
See if I can double down on it.
Well, maybe after 1 or 2 more tries.
I think that's pretty good, Jen.
Okay, all right. I feel pretty good about that. I'll give one to you. I'll take one.
What you do? You stir it around or something like that?
Just
Ain't
a
that how
little
you
bit
do
like
it?
this. I'm gonna give it just a little smell.
Smell it real good.
Okay, all right. Cheers.
Toast. Not bad. I like it. I mean, like I told you, I've tasted wine before, but it's always like been really, really strong. So to have something that's a little bit subtle, I guess. I mean, in a sense, I'm not a big drinker, so obviously I don't know. But
Well, you've got work to do during the season, so
Okay.
we get that. Yeah. No, I'm glad you like it.
I do.
I like it. I think that's going to work really well. Here's what I would like for you to do. I'd like to put you to work.
Okay.
We're gonna make quick jambalaya. So I've got half an onion, I've got a clove of garlic, and I've got a green pepper. Could you please chop those and put them in the skillet that I have oil warming in?
Let's go.
Now I am
Naughty
super,
teacher.
I'm just gonna get out of the way on this one because, because I feel like he knows what he's doing and I just wanna watch the magic happen. Who taught you how to
try.
cook?
For the most part, I would say my mother. We're big on trying to make food and really not eating out a lot when I was younger. So trying to cook was always a big thing. There's a garlic.
Yeah, we didn't eat out a lot when I was younger either. The only time, you know the funny part? The only time we truly ate out was Sundays after church. You know what's weird about that?
We did too. We went to Ryan's, actually, was the name of the
We
restaurant.
went to Taco Bell all the time because it was close to church and Mom didn't cook on Sundays.
Oh, wow.
Like that, isn't that funny? Because I know I grew up in Texas.
Most people, if you eat out on Sunday, it's like a family gathering at like a nice restaurant or something like that.
How much older is your sister?
My sister is 28, 29, 28.
Okay.
She's getting ready to be 29. So roughly about
Don't
6
age
years.
her. Please don't age her. We don't need that to happen.
You want the season here, Jen, or no?
I don't usually.
People prefer.
Okay, can I just hold, please? I'm having this conversation. I'm like thinking we're gonna slow play this, and the next thing I know, he is like, you were like a speedster with that knife. First of all, super impressed with the efficiency. What the heck happened to that bell pepper? We've got like some seeds and some not seeds. I prefer no seeds, but also grains.
That's how we'll do it then. I usually just cut around the edges and chop it down and go from there.
So here's what I would do. I would make them a little smaller because you're gonna have giant chunks of bell pepper.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make them smaller.
Okay. I just like, is anybody else watching thinking, how fast is he using a knife? Real fast, very confident, love it.
Very.
Yeah, this is good.
Is that big? Nah, it's a little still too
I
big.
feel like that's better.
That's better?
Yeah, I feel like that's better. All right. Also, folks, I live in a real house and there's a lot of real sirens happening right now. So the background noise just kind of is what it is, you know?
It's Quad Fire Department on the run.
Did you miss your calling at a sport outside of football?
Ooh, that's a good question. No. I love basketball. I had a few basketball offers, and I also ran track, but I feel like football was just my thing. It was kind of my way of escape, I would say in a sense, and not because of anything bad, but it was just like I could physically put my hands on someone without getting in trouble, in a sense.
Yeah.
So
I think I missed my calling as either a hockey player or a football player. I tried to play football. They wouldn't let me play football.
What you gonna be, Jen, the kicker?
I was gonna be a linebacker, thank you very much.
At what level?
Well, I wanted to play high school. They wouldn't let girls because they said I was gonna get hurt. So I became the trainer for the team, and then I became a high school football official.
It's about closer you're gonna get, Jen. Hate to say it.
You have no idea how mean I can be, and you were standing next to me with a knife.
Jen, you're nice to me.
I am nice.
Every day you come into work, how you doing? Everything's good and nice, and you go about your day.
Yeah,
I just don't see it in you.
This is a shadow side of me.
Well, I hate to see the bad side. If Jen wants to play football, y'all better let her play football.
Well, at this point, I think I've aged out of my football days. I don't think that's
you ain't never too old.
happen.
You're never too
Talk
old.
to me in about 20 years, sweetheart. Just talk to me in about 20 years. I'll tell you, you do age out. D-Hall, would you please just throw the andouille sausage right in here? So andouille sausage, we're about to take a break. Andouille sausage, a little spicier than just your traditional sausage. It is used a lot in Cajun cooking, so we're gonna make this andouille sausage and shrimp jambalaya. We're gonna let this cook down just a little bit, add some tomatoes, continue the conversation, and so on right after this.
Dining in? I'm hand cut for the occasion.
Almost ready.
These moments are rare, so enjoy them. When you can. Sincerely, hand-cut steak. Sincerely, Safeway.
Forgot to put your Tonys in there.
I know. You're gonna put the Tonys in there.
Oh, okay.
You're doing the measuring.
Oh,
Did you not forget how this goes?
Oh, wait, you're measuring this?
You're measuring this. Welcome back to I Cook, You Measure. It's like in the title of the show. I mean, I get it. I often don't measure my Tony Chachere's seasoning. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Creole seasoning? Mm-hmm. So I was born in Louisiana. My parents lived there for a number of years. My mom learned how to make Cajun food. Okay. And so we often have gumbo, etouffee, jambalaya, like when I'm back home.
Right.
This is a staple in Cajun cooking. How did you get introduced to this?
It just always was in the lady Susan at home when mom was cooking.
I know, yeah.
Obviously, I mean, Louisiana, Mississippi, not that far, so.
Right, yeah, it's all part of Cajun cooking. So this is what you need for a dish like this. Don't under-season jambalaya. Please don't under-season jambalaya. No, because then you're just eating chicken and rice. Or in our case, shrimp and rice. Yeah. Which is, I mean, it's fine. Here's what I would like for you to do, though. I've got 2 teaspoons, or I've got a 2 teaspoon spoon. A spoon. I got a spoon. That's going to measure 2 teaspoons. If you could do that, and heck, if you want to throw a little bit more in there, that's fine. I put a little salt and pepper in there. We're going to put a can of tomatoes and some rice, and just let this get happy.
All right.
Now, what did your mom teach you how to use them? She did. I know she did.
What did I do wrong?
Now he's coughing over the spices. Okay. Did you fill this all the way up to the top?
I mean, I didn't want to spill it, Jen, on your nice counter, so I feel like it's pretty full.
But it's not quite all the way full. Okay. I mean, that's like, I got to the quarterback, but I didn't take him down. You can measure it over the pan, and then any extra just goes in the pan.
Falls in the pan. That's a full.
Yes, that is a full seasoning on that one. Okay, could you please open the can of tomatoes?
Sounds good. Jen, we don't like red, but we'll deal with it.
We don't, oh.
You know.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. Oh, sorry, Jen.
It's all right. I think we can get it from there.
You think so? Pull it back?
I think so. Either
don't
that
cut
or
yourself.
just no. Nope. Okay. I thought this was
gonna
be a pro move.
You got
I
a
do.
knife?
I got lots of things. They're all hidden from the TV cameras at the moment. So let's just.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Okay. Guys, this is the least coordinated I've ever been on the show, but I just saved D. Hall from trashing his outfits. So I can just get mine. I'm gonna have you add just a little bit more because this needs to get happy together. I need 1.25 cups of chicken broth and I need 1/2 cup of rice. So I would measure the rice with this, and then I would measure the broth with our other measuring. I've already got tomato all over myself. He's gonna have to figure this out on his own. Why does your foundation help folks who are dealing with food insecurity?
I think just really going back and, first off, just going back again to my mother, obviously what she's about. My mom is the social service coordinator and director for the Salvation Army, and she's been there 17 years. So she's really big on helping and giving back. And, that was something I was always around. And growing up, obviously being there, she would take us out on this thing that they had called the food canteen. And during Thanksgiving and Christmas time, we would go out and we would serve food to the homeless and people with food in need. So that became a really, really big thing. And even like before we would go home on Christmas Day, we would wake up that morning and go serve before we ever opened a gift, before we ever really sat down with our own family, just to show the importance of how it is of giving back, and then showing also that people are really, really in need and struggling. So I feel like that was a big part that I continued to carry on in my foundation. Obviously being focused on preemies and then food insecurities and child health. And you really never want to see anyone go hungry. And no. It's tough. You ride around and you see people like, holding signs and asking for meals, and I'll feed anyone. So I feel like that's a really, really big thing, because even at work, I go 2 hours without a meal and I'm like, man, I'm starving, I'm hungry. Yeah. So I can only imagine what it feels like to go days, weeks without food. So I feel like that's a really, really big reason.
I think that's cool. I feel the same way. We had plenty of food growing up. I won't say that my grandparents or always my parents did. I had plenty of food, but that's the same sort of thing. Cup and a quarter.
Cup and a quarter?
Yeah, cup and a quarter. We're at 3/4 of a cup, cup and a quarter.
Oh, a cup and a quarter, whoops.
We would have fixed it later. We're actually just gonna let this cook for a minute. We'll let you catch a breath. We're gonna catch ours. We'll be right back.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy. But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment, because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, food. Sincerely, Safeway.
Welcome back to the show. We're in the middle of a debate I didn't even know we were in the middle of, because now this is a hot take, and I know that this actually is a hot take. You do not use a microwave.
No.
Ever? How do you reheat things?
I don't. I eat fresh meals.
Okay, but a fresh meal could be the meal that I made last night, and I have leftovers up to.
I just feel like that's why I told
you.
I don't
eating
eat
it
leftovers.
cold?
I don't eat leftovers. Everything is hot and fresh.
What do you do with your leftovers?
I usually get just enough for me to eat. I don't know. It's just fresh food.
So no leftovers. So when you go to the grocery store, do you make a list, or do you just shop whatever you feel on the shelves?
Well, no, I really just shop for what's ever on the shelf. Like,
do you ever get home and be like, why did I get like 2 boxes or 2 things of Oreos?
Nah, I do eat Oreos too. I told y'all, I'm gonna keep it up front. I'm not the cleanest eater, but I like fresh hot meals. But when I go to the store, we'll get, steaks, chicken, pork chops, different things like that, just to be able to survive throughout the week. Yams, sweet potatoes, cabbage, greens, veggies. And then we do sneak a little bit of a pie or something in there like that.
Do you get recognized when you go to the store? Do people stop you?
I do. Not a lot, but certain times I do. They'll be like, hey Derek, what's up? Or we'll be going in the mall or something like that, and people just recognize and ask for a picture. So I think it's pretty cool. Is it done?
It's real close to being done. It's really close to being done. In fact, you know what I think you should do? Can you put these in here? So to be fair, I just spilled tomatoes on me one more time. We did use quick cooking rice. You could use regular rice, but clearly I was going to be schooled in a conversation about spreadsheets I was not anticipating. So we sped this up just a little bit. So that quick cooking rice cooks in about 5 minutes. We're going to put the shrimp on. That's going to cook in just a few minutes. I'm going to cover it so that all that steam stays in. And I'm going to put you to the test. This is Virtual Master Chef. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 ingredients, and you are going to tell me what you would make with these 5 ingredients. So like think about it all on one plate, one bowl, however you want to do this. You ready?
Yep.
Beef brisket.
Okay.
Potatoes. Parsnip. Leeks.
Yep.
Red wine.
Let's go with how would you say it? I wouldn't say kind of like what am I trying to say? Like where you put, you know, like where you
you haven't said any words yet, so I don't know what you're trying to say.
Oh my gosh. Like a stew almost. Like a brisket stew, in a sense, is what I'm trying to get at. You just you take that and you add some potatoes and you put all that on top and you have your brisket stew.
Yeah, actually, and if you like cubed the brisket up, you would just have beef stew.
Yeah.
Well done. Nailed it. No problem. Also, supply chain management. He's your guy. If you need a quarterback sacked, a quarterback hit, a quarterback pressured, supply chain management, or recipe.
Part-time chef.
Part-time chef. Derick Hall is your guy. But he's going to plate this in just a couple of minutes when we come back. Outfits for Jen on I Cook You Measure are provided by Lululemon and their experiential store in Seattle's University Village. One of just 4 Lululemon stores in the country with a fitness and event studio hosting weekly classes and community events. Visit the U Village store and get connected. Okay, this is what we're looking at. I feel pretty good about this.
Me too.
Okay.
Looks good.
It looks good. And if it's not good, I'm still hoping that you're gonna smile for the camera.
I am. That's enough. Golly.
What do you mean that's enough?
It's too hot, Jen. Oh my gosh.
You regularly put yourself through car wrecks every play, and the complaint you're gonna have is it's too much and it's too hot?
I do not. Like if my meal's like this and it's fresh, okay. I know it's gonna kind of sound crazy because I said I like a fresh hot meal. But I like to like at least not have it steaming. So it's hot, but it's not like overbearing to where like you gotta
You're not gonna
blow a million times and scorch your throat.
Look, I can kill some more time here. Look, let me garnish it for you.
Let's try this.
Do you think we've waited long enough?
I think so. I still gotta blow a couple times, but it's okay. See, it's too hot. It's too hot.
It's pretty hot.
You can't enjoy it. You see what I'm saying?
It's pretty hot, but it's real tasty. Oh my gosh, that's good.
Ooh. 10 out of 10.
We did get the thumbs up though.
What's the
Yeah, the andouille sausage.
The andouille sausage is like amazing. It's like that perfect.
It's a game changer.
It is that perfect hint of sweet, and then but it also got a little spice to it.
Yeah, yeah. I love all the things about it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, Derick. I'm gonna let him continue his dinner. I love this. And I'm going to continue the conversation that we had earlier in this episode. Look, we have enjoyed a great time together and connecting over food and wine. It is not possible for everybody in the community. It is why for every episode of I Cook You Measure, a donation is made to nonprofits working to end food insecurity in our community. And for this episode, there is also a donation that is going to Derick Hall's foundation so that he can work to empower his community and put food on the table as well. So,
I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you so much.
Thank you for making time to join us and for sharing your story. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I don't eat leftovers unless it's Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Okay. Is this going to be a hot take I need on camera? What is happening here?
I don't know. I don't use microwave. I don't use toaster ovens. Like I'll use a regular oven, but I just feel like it's
Are
the
we
difference between a
capturing this
conventional
right
oven.
now? I Cook You Measure is presented by Safeway, who welcomes everyone at the table through the Nourishing Neighbors program. You can donate in stores or by visiting nourishingneighbors.com.